finally were able to get on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Did you guys see us 2 nights ago?
It was really a mess.
Did anybody see us?
It was a mess.
It was a mess. But you know, that's why we need the youngsters. I love having youngsters around me because they keep me relevant.
Yes, that technology is something. It's a beast.
It's a beast, but you know what? Because we can do all things.
We overcame. Here we are.
So listen, you guys. I'm Pat Boyd, and of course, you guys already know I am over the top, but I love it. And this is Angie Rice.
Hey, y'all.
Angie, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Angie Rice, and I've known Pat for like forever now.
Angie.
It's been over 20 years.
Oh my God. So
And Pat has been a hairstylist of mine, and Pat was so instrumental in my life because I was going through a really, really tough time. Really, really tough time. And my pastor was counseling me at that time, and she told me, you need to have a complete makeover. I was like, what?
Did I, Angie?
You did.
Oh,
I was like, a makeover? Lady, I don't even wear makeup.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, and it was scary, y'all. It was scary because it was change. It was change. You know, people don't like change.
Yeah, people don't like
And
that.
so
It's good.
I came to see Pat, and Pat made me over, and it really boosted my confidence.
But you're already
really
so
is.
fabulous.
Well,
but-
thank you, but I didn't feel that way.
Okay.
I didn't feel that way. And, you know, a lot of people think, well, you know, a makeover is something that's easy and fun. Not when you don't feel good about yourself. It's not. So Pat made it very easy. She made it enjoyable, and she helped me embrace who I really was.
Wow.
And then my daughter saw a difference, and she had a friend that ended up staying with us.
Shalea.
Yep. So Janae and Shalea ended.
Oh, wait. I heard it. Angie. You're
Yes.
so beautiful. You know, you never know why. But when Shalea came into my life, you know, you just brought her as a client.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to
The prom.
the prom or to some ball.
Yeah.
She wanted this wild red hair. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Oh, 20 years ago.
Yep, when they were in high school.
Yes. And when she came, what happened?
Well, we
Hey,
won't go
Shalea.
into the details of some things that happened, but with her hair. But you know what they did? They ended up having a love for beauty,
They did.
and they
Both
had a
of them.
love. They both did. They had a love and
Yeah.
a passion for hair and
Yeah,
beauty.
yeah.
And next thing you know, you needed some shampoo, girls.
I needed some help.
And
I needed
for
some
those of you that don't know, Pat will start doing hair at like 4 and 5 a.m.
Yes, early. The
Early.
early one. The
It was-
early one. Listen.
It was dark outside, y'all. It was dark. And they became Pat's shampoo girls, and they had to be at work
at 4:30.
early in the morning.
And guess what? I didn't mind picking them up.
She picked them up. So guess who didn't have to bring them? This girl right here. So I was all for it. And they came and they started working under Pat. They learned so much. Shalea is a licensed hairstylist today.
Yes.
And what really was great was that when Janae went away to school, when she went to college, she went to Wiley College down in Marshall, Texas. I didn't have to worry about her hair. Not only did I have to not worry about her hair, but she also had the skill set to go and help other girls with their hair, be it braiding, quick weaves, sew-ins, whatever it was. And Janae loves to change her hair
Yes.
probably every 2
Yes.
weeks. Janae she is in disguise
She's-
all the time.
Yes. Because one time I saw her on Facebook, I'm like, oh my God, I know this face.
Uh-huh.
This beautiful girl. Who
Uh-huh.
is she?
I was that way too. I was like, she looks like my daughter. But her hair was different.
It was different.
But they had an opportunity to work here. They learned from you and the other stylists in
Yes,
the shop.
yes.
They also had an opportunity to learn how to become diligent in work ethic.
Oh, I like that.
They did. They learned that. And even today, Janae has a job where she gets up
Early in the morning.
and no one has to wake her up and tell her that she has to go to work. She knows what to
She
do.
gets up.
She was trained from being young
Yes.
to get ready for adulthood.
Yes.
And so, you know, that's what it's about. You bring up a child when they're
Yes,
young. So
raise
when
them.
they're old, you know, they know what to do. They're in the right
Yes.
way already.
And
They
it's
don't
already
depart from it.
Yes, and it's instilled in them, so they just
Absolutely.
carry it over into their adulthood. That's great. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
So I think that this is probably a good time for them to, I want you to tell them a little bit. I want you to tell people what your next is and why this whole thing is important about Janae and Shalea's path. How does that tie into what your next is?
Well, listen, you guys, for all of you all that know me, I've been doing hair. I've been in the business 39 years.
It's a long time.
39 years.
How can that be? You're only 42.
Right. I was a baby. But I love what I do. And what I really love, I didn't know this back then, but what I really love to do is help somebody else come up.
Yes.
And so back in the day, I started at the Perma Hut, and the owner, you remember, listen, I'm dating myself, the Perma Hut, back in the day. And the owner, her whole focus was helping stylists.
Yes.
And I just believe it was an impartation
Okay.
of what she did for me that transformed and got into my spirit, man, that allowed me to see that I must help somebody else.
That's wonderful.
And so my whole career in beauty, was really, initially it was just to get myself up and running.
Okay.
But then when I saw other people that needed help, I would just, bring them on board. Okay, so I need help. Listen, I was known for shortcuts and doing hair really, 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 really fast, get you in and out, but I needed help.
Right.
And so I realized, how could I, mass produce and make these millions by myself? I couldn't do it.
Right.
So you need a team. So I would hire young girls that needed a job or wanted to go into the beauty field. I would hire them to help me. So I would train them to be my shampoo tech. Then they would assist me. And then we would go out and do classes. They would assist. I wanted to show them that it's just not all about you.
Yes.
You have to give back to the community. So we worked with Township, the women there, different homeless shelters, all kind of things. We would just be everywhere, even the nursing home.
Now that's wonderful.
Yes, because I wanted them to learn how to deal with the whole clientele.
That's awesome.
From the young to the elderly. Because, it's so important that we know how to treat people.
I think that is awesome. And you're right. It is important that you know how to treat people, because what I have seen, and I'm not saying this is true of all of the youth today, but they have a hard time with social skills.
Yes.
They
But you know what
struggle.
it is. Do you know what it is?
I think, one, that they're in the house more than we ever were. They're addicted to video games.
The social.
Yeah, because
oh,
we
the
were
digital.
outside. I was riding my bike at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was gone down the street. We was playing piggy outside and doing all kinds of things.
Skating, riding, walking. We walked.
Yes, we did.
Everywhere.
We did.
But
Yes.
these youngsters, they're in a different.
It's a different time.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
And so, but we still have to teach them how to become social.
Yes.
I don't want to say butterflies. If my pastor say, don't say a butterfly. Because a butterfly die. Listen, they fly away and they die real quick. So we're not going to say that.
Yes.
But social.
To be social.
They need to learn how to become social in
Yes.
every atmosphere. And
Yes.
so with that, let me just go back. So my heart was to help people.
Yes.
And in every way that I could help them, whether it was that they worked with me as my assistant, or they not worked for me, but I allowed them to have a place to work at. That's what it was. So I employed them to become independent contractors.
Okay.
And I love it because, listen, when you work for yourself, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing. You create your own wealth. You manage your own time. You determine how far you go.
Yes.
Nobody can determine that for you. And I believe that at an early age, that we have to start our youth out.
I agree.
Have to start early. It's no sense in waiting till you're 40 to try to figure it out.
I agree.
If you have the gift, cultivate the gift. It's called
I
cultivation.
agree. I agree.
Listen, if Tony's watching,
Hey, Tom.
hey Tony,
Hey, girl.
You know, I get so excited. She say I talk and spit, so I hope that I'm not watering you down.
You are not
Because
baptizing me.
I'm not baptizing because I get so excited. So anyway, I just believe in, you know, helping the youth become the best that they can be in the area. Now listen, whether it's beauty, whether it's you want to become a great janitorial business, if it's that you want to open up a photography business, I don't care what it is, right? You can do it.
Okay.
All you got to do is make a decision.
Yep.
That's one. Two, cultivate the gifts.
Yes. Yes.
Cultivate, get all the knowledge. Find a mentor.
Yes.
Let me go back. Find a mentor. Because a mentor will help you, what do I want to say? Do what you need to do and help you not do what you shouldn't do.
You mean they'll help you do what you need to do even when you don't want to?
Even when you don't.
Oh my goodness.
But it's all in that decision. Listen, I'm going to commit myself. It's called commitment. Commit yourself to the thing.
Absolutely.
And then watch what happens, because once you put your hands to a thing,
yes.
what will happen?
It's going to bloom.
Blow up. So in saying that, I'm so excited about Sheer Creations Natural Hair Academy.
What you say, girl?
That's my next.
All right.
Let's get to the point. Listen,
All
y'all.
right. What's the point,
I'm
girl?
so
Tell us.
excited because, listen, we have launched our virtual classes.
Okay.
We have in-house classes. We only can take so many students in-house, but virtually we can take however many we want to take.
Okay.
And so we've signed up. I'm so excited about our class on Monday because we have a nice group that we're going to be training. These are youngsters from ages 7 to 18, I think.
Okay.
And guess what? We're going to give it to them as if. I don't care whether they're 7 or 75, as if they're starting a business. So that 7-year-old, which I'm
Awesome.
so excited
I
about.
love it.
But listen, girl, the 7-year-old's parents came in today.
Okay.
They talked about how, listen, we want to start our daughter out early. We want her to be great at 16. Once she crosses over to a certain point, she'll have her own business. We're looking into the future for her greatness. I'm like, I love it.
I love that.
They were so excited. They stayed there about 30 minutes just talking, and
I love it.
I couldn't stop talking. I'm like, this is what we do. Listen, you parents, when you have kids and you see it, my mother saw the gift in me. Now listen, I came out in 1982.
That was a few years ago. Just a few.
1982. Listen, we had, I'm gonna say it's so long ago. I think it was about 700 of us. I can't remember. It was a lot. But I was number 33 in my class.
Okay.
And when my mother, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but my mother saw the gift because as a child, I always wanted to comb somebody's hair.
Okay.
Give me the doll. Give me the Chrissy. Give me the this and that. All kind of things in beauty. She said, Pat, why don't you go to cosmetology school?
Okay.
And you know what? Because our parents see what is in us. And I listened. I went, and this is all I've done.
That's awesome.
39 years.
So, it's funny you would say that because I think that that's so key. I remember back in 1986, when I came out of high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But now when I look back at some things, I remember the things I was good at. I was actively involved in junior achievement.
Okay.
I was actively involved in Girl Scouts.
Okay.
And I was always involved in something with sales.
And look at you now. Listen, she just don't know, but I need her for my marketing. Top.
So here it is, and I love entrepreneurship. You were talking about the young people in entrepreneurship. That is a critical piece because small business is still the backbone of America.
Yes, it is.
And I love entrepreneurship. I love to see young people cultivating those gifts young.
Yes.
You don't have to wait till you're 30 to start a business just because someone else did it at 30.
No.
And I just love that. You can hone in on those gifts young, and you can pave your way early, and life can be a lot smoother. You don't have to do what I call is the bullseye method. You're throwing darts, hoping to get a bullseye one day.
Okay.
You don't have to do that.
To do that.
As parents, we should really be aiming our children like arrows. We should be shooting them to where they're supposed to go. We need to identify those gifts in them early. And that's why my niece, Jeray,
I'm excited,
is going to be attending Pat's braiding camp. Jeray has been braiding for quite some time. She is very skilled at it. And her mom called me one day and she said, now, Jeray has aspirations to do other things. She wants to be a doctor. But she's really good at braiding. Now, that doesn't mean that she has to be a professional braider or a hairstylist for the rest of her life. But this is a way for her to learn to cultivate that gift and to enhance her skill set until she's done with her next path. And so her mom called me. Her mom recognized the gift. Kudos out to you, Tammy Abercrombie.
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy called me and said, Angie, is there something that you know about where Jeray could go and get some more skill for braiding hair?
Wow.
So the only person I knew that loved kids that much or young people that much in entrepreneurship was Pat Boyd. So I was like, let me text Pat. So.
And you know what?
What?
Angie stayed on me because we've been doing braid training for years, over 10 years. But because we were in this pandemic, you know, we kind of sat on some things. But Angie was the inspiration for me to go ahead and push out the on-site class. I was starting the virtual, and in the summer we were, you know, going to do our school. But Angie kept texting me. Listen, she's my mentor. She kept texting me and saying, Pat, when is it going to happen? When are you going to have the classes? When? And you know, I'm sitting around telling something, let me figure it out. Well, let me think about it. And then I said, what? The time is now. Time waits for no one. And here it is, you have a full class because you pulled the trigger on it. Yes, pulled the trigger. Listen, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to place these people. Listen, but let me just say this. Once you start moving and walking, once you decide, make a decision on what you want to do. Yes. All you got to do is decide you're going to do it and start walking, running towards it. Yes. You know, my pastor always says, well, she said this in one of our classes. You have to prime the pump. Yes. You have to build momentum. Yes. You got to get started. Start somewhere. Don't wait. Right. Don't wait till it's perfect. Right. Because listen, it's not perfect. Even in here, we're doing some things around here, listen. But we are moving forward no matter what. Absolutely. You have to just get going. Get up. Wake up and get going. Yes, and realize your potential. Listen, it's so much in us. It is. There's a lot. It's a lot that you don't know that's in you until you start moving. Right. I would agree with that. In fact, when you were saying that about priming the pump, it made me think of the line from the movie Field of Dreams. Okay. If you build it, they will come. If you start it, they will come. Because you would not have had the students had you not gone ahead and scheduled the class. Right. You didn't wait to have the students and then schedule the class. No. You scheduled the class and the students came. And that is amazing. Yes. So I'm excited. So listen, tell me about Jeray. So Jeray's excited about taking the class. She is. She's starting on Monday. Yeah. She's very excited. And I'm excited to see, because she really does a great job braiding. But let me tell you, I know she's great. But once she finished this class, I know. Honey, because look, I have an instructor. My instructor, this is her motto. Her motto is quality work, one client at a time. Not rushed work, trying to collect the money. Right. Quality. She said, I'm going to teach them quality work. That's awesome. I'm like, look at her. And the great thing about Jeray is that, one, she is teachable. Yes. She is teachable. That's awesome. And the second thing is she wants to be excellent. I love it.
So she wants to be excellent, and I think it's important because while she's here, still in high school, it helps her be able to earn some cash in her pocket.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And when she goes off to school, because let me tell you guys, college does cost, even when you get a scholarship. My daughter went to school on a scholarship. But let me tell you who still needed money in their pocket. So Jeray will be able to have some income in her pocket because guess what? Someone always needs their hair done.
Yes.
Nobody wants to walk around with their hair all over their head looking crazy.
That's right.
So somebody's going to always need to have something done. And you always need to be able to have another container for income to flow through. You need to have a skill, something else you can do other than your primary job.
Correct.
That doesn't necessarily take all of your time, but it's some other place where you can perfect that skill set.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. And I love it because, like you said, it's another stream of income for the youth. So, you know, they have friends.
Yes.
They have classmates.
Yes.
They have family.
Yes, they got neighbors.
They have neighbors. I mean, co-workers, you know,
Yes.
some people they used to work with. So we're going to help them to build a client. Listen.
Y'all sign your kids up.
Sign your kids up because, listen.
Sponsor a
I like that, sponsor a child, because everybody, you know, is not in a place.
Right.
But if you can sponsor a child, even if you can put something on it for a child, we'll identify the child.
Yep.
But the thing is that once they come through the program, they're able to make income. Listen, $75, listen, I'm just going to do some numbers. So just say if they did one client a day at $50. Let's just multiply that times 5 days. What is that?
$250.
$250. Okay? What if they, once they get out of school and they do clients at $100, maybe 2 clients a day? I mean, really. That's $1,000 a week. Because listen, I'm ignorant when it comes to.
Let me see how good I can break.
I don't know what minimum wage is. Is it $7?
I think it's something like that.
Something.
Something.
I don't know, but whatever it is, I bet you
It ain't $1,000 a week.
it's not $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
don't
they can
sound
buy
right.
their own. They can pay for their own cell phone, gym shoe. What do they?
A car?
A car.
The insurance for your car.
The insurance for the car. I mean, really, they can help around the house. They can help pay
No.
the bills.
They can move out the house.
Oh, let's go there. They can move out the house.
Parents, they can pack up and go.
Bye-bye.
And you know what? I think I must say this because I'm a parent and I have an entrepreneur mindset. Now, just because you get a stimulus check doesn't mean you should blow it.
One stimulus.
Okay? Now, if you're receiving a stimulus check, I think it's $1,400 a person, and for everyone in the household or something like that. Now, $1,400. You can call Pat and ask her about her tuition. I can tell you this: it ain't $1,400.
So let's talk about that.
Because they can
Listen.
use that
Yeah.
to sponsor a child or to pay
Yes.
for a
Pay for
child.
that.
right?
Yeah, they can pay for their tuition. But listen to this. That little investment, listen, I say this all the time. A decision, a little time, a little investment, a little skill set will take you to another level. Just a little. So it's so small to where you can be. Because we're gonna help create millionaires. That's what I say. Let's go for the stars. Let's go big.
And at the end of the day, because we are all guilty of this, we all talk about the youth. We say negative things. We've identified negative things about the youth.
I love my baby.
Now, here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity for you to impact someone's life in a positive way. Even if you get 5 of your friends together and you all take a little piece of your stimulus check and you all sponsor one kid.
I like that, Angie.
Even if that's what you do.
You know why? Because this is the thing. It's just paper.
It's paper.
It's paper. But what will it do for somebody's self-esteem and well-being. What about the youth? What about the children? What's her name? One of my favorite, Yolanda Adams, hit this song, Save the World, Feed the Hungry People, Clothe the Little Babies. The children. What about the children?
Well, not only that,
What about them?
but the bottom line is, yes, you will do good for them. But I am one that I love to do well for other people without other people knowing. It makes me feel good.
It makes me feel like I have done, what have I done on...
I played my part. I did my part.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
So yes, please, please, please identify someone that you know they're heading in the wrong direction and you know that they have gifting.
Yes.
Even if it's not grading, there's still something here that they need. Whether it's the discipline, whether it's the love, because this lady here will love all that negative stuff right on out of you.
Out. No negativity around me.
So whatever it is that they need,
Yes.
there's someone that will be here that can help feed them in a way that they need.
Yes.
So oftentimes, everybody has a different love language, and sometimes at home, your parents are sometimes speaking love, but it may not be in the language that that child needs to hear. Somebody else is going to speak that language. You don't want it out there in the streets. So put them in a safe environment like this, where someone's going to speak that love language, bring them up in the way they should go. So when they're out here in the world, they can thrive.
Yes, I love that, Angie.
That was right off the top of my head. Come on, that must have came straight from above.
I love it. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, all my friends, and Angie's friends too. We just wanted to share some information about the braid training class. The classes are starting. We start one session on, well, actually 2 sessions on Monday. But the classes are ongoing. So if you're interested, they're not just for the youth, they're for adults too. So listen, I posted something, I said, are you unemployed? Employ yourself.
Yes.
Listen, if you're unemployed, you can employ yourself. All you got to do is a little time,
Yes.
a little investment, a little skill set, and listen, I promise you, I will help you build your clientele.
Yes.
I promise you that.
Yes,
You
that's
will,
awesome.
Yes, I love it. Because you know what? It's all about giving back, helping somebody, building someone up, and helping them to have a quality life.
Pat is the unicorn. She is very unique in this. I don't know many people that are willing to give what she's willing to give. Don't sit on that. You have an opportunity. And that's what a lot of people want, is opportunity. It is presented before you today.
Yes. So in saying that, we won't hold you guys long because you know what? Angie and I, we had a blooper moment Monday. But
I think we had like 3 or 4 of them.
Did we have 3 or 4? But it's so exciting because we were able to come back. We rescheduled our times because listen, we are women who don't give up.
Absolutely.
We don't stop. We don't care. Today may not, but tomorrow.
Absolutely.
There's always another chance, another time. We're going to do what we need to do. And I'm saying that to say, with our braid training programs or anything that you want to do, this is just a nugget for you.
Yes.
Be unstoppable.
Absolutely.
Don't give up when the first little crisis arrives. That crisis is going to take you to your next level in your endurance, in your go-getting it. It's going to make you say, I will not stop, and nothing's going to do hurdle after hurdle.
Yep.
Just cross them. Kick that mountain down, let's go.
Yep.
That's my motto.
Yep.
I don't care, let's go.
Yep.
So in saying that, we're going to leave you guys. Thank you for joining in. All my friends, share, talk about it. When I post those pictures, share them with your friends, your family, your neighbors. Listen, call us if you know someone who may be interested. We're willing to work with you guys. The cost is minimum, but it's a maximum return. It's a minimum investment with a maximum return. Okay, I want to get my music started because look, this is mine.
She came out. She came out.
I love it. Where's it at? Destiny?
It's coming.
My producer is a little slow. But this hypes me up. Listen, ladies,
She wants the
Thank
world
you.
to know.
Yes, and you're coming out. You are coming out. That's the thing. You're coming out. Bye-bye.